Yo, what's up, guys? So, back with another Seahawks mock draft 7 round, but this time we're going to go a different route. And once again, we're going straight into it. Here's the settings I'm using. It's usually a bit down here, but I'm going a little bit more PFF. All right, so basically the main thing I was talking about with this alternate edition of a mock draft is we're going to go Anthony Richardson at 5. And so here's what they're writing up about Anthony Richardson. I don't really feel like I have to explain myself too much. He's improved every single year he's played. He's 6'4", 244, ran a 4.4, I believe. So he's obviously an absolute freak of an athlete. You guys have heard this story already. The potential's there. He just needs to get developed, and he has the perfect situation here. Geno's under a 3-year contract, could be cut to a 2 or even a 1. So it's the perfect situation for them. And they still have picked 20 to address the defensive line. And I don't think they need to go interior D here. I think they should pick best defensive player available. And in the last one we went Deonte Banks. He's gone here. And that's okay because I wanted to go a different route. So we're going to go Nolan Smith here. And I feel like Nolan Smith is another great pick for them. Anthony Richardson, Nolan Smith so far. That takes us to round 2. Just because I know you guys are going to be mad at me for picking Anthony Richardson, I'm going to double up on defense, and we're going to go Adetomiwa. Honestly, he could probably play defensive tackle or defensive end. He's kind of one of those flexible guys you can move around. So far we got Adebawore, Nolan Smith, and Anthony Richardson. 2 pieces on the D-line. We got our backup quarterback, potential franchise quarterback of the future. So, some of the guys that I like here, Julius Brents just seems like a Seattle pick. That might be the guy we end up going with. I'm still looking at backup running back. I don't think they need to go this early. Antonio Johnson's interesting. I like DJ Turner, but, corner, I would think more Julius Brents. And then Ringo could be a potential possibility here. I like Hyatt, but they have Tyler Lockett. And then we went to Trenton Simpson last draft, and I think I'm going to try and switch it up here. So I'm going to go Julius Brents. He's pretty athletic. He's 6'3", 198. That's pretty crazy for a cornerback. He's improved throughout his career. He has a pretty decent coverage grade. We're going Julius Brents. So we have addressed cornerback 2. We've addressed edge twice, and we got our quarterback. This is a spot where I'm starting to think we might look offense again. I talked about this in the last mock draft, and I really like the wide receivers that fall to this spot. Last draft, we went Josh Downs early. This draft, we did not, and I really like the prospects available here. I like Cedric Tillman, but, Seattle needs more of a slot guy, and I'm going with my bias. I'm going to go Tyler Scott. Put on his tape. We'll check out his profile here. He's super fast. I thought he would run faster at the combine. He didn't, but his playing speed seems to be faster than his 40 time. So in round 4 here, I'm kind of looking at tight end, guard, and interior defense. I've done plenty of mock drafts, and I kind of know which guys are going to fall where. I feel like we can get one of these tight ends at 151. So I'm kind of narrowing it down to Kobe Turner and Juice Scruggs, I believe. Maybe Olawatimi. Don't know how to say his name. I think I'm going to go Juice Scruggs. I feel like you can move him around. You can't leave that. I went too late. So the last mock draft, I went with Jackson Kirkland, and I felt like that was a little bit late on guard. Especially when they may need him to rotate in and or start. Let's see if one of these guys fell. They did not. So I'm okay with going Josh Wiley here at 151. We have a pick here at 154 anyways. I feel like we may be able to wait on running back again. Here, I'm looking at interior defensive line. I think I'm going to go Jalen Redmond. We check out his profile here. He's for an interior defensive lineman, he's kind of fits the mold of a NFL defensive tackle. So I think the Seahawks would be okay with that pick. So we went Josh Wiley, Jalen Redmond. And then, round 6, I'm kind of looking at not Abraham, but I am looking at running back. And we kind of have our pick here. Quick little feature. Deneric Prince, I feel like he had a really good combine, and he's not getting talked about at all. I also feel like Cameron Peoples had a decent combine, but you know, we'll see what happens with them. They're obviously not day 2 guys. They're definitely day 3, but should get some more shine. These are Senior Bowl guys. Evan Hull had a better Senior Bowl than Chris Rodriguez. But I feel like, you know, goal line running back, Chris Rodriguez, he just doesn't go down. I watched a few Kentucky games. We're going to go with him. I think he can be that third down running back in the goal line specifically. And then round 7. So last draft, I went with DeMarco Hellams. We're switching it up again. And I kind of skimmed over him last mock draft, but we're going to go Mohamed Diabate. I believe that's how you say his name. And that is mainly off of his athletic capabilities. So he's 6'4", 222, and he's fast. Like, I was expecting him to run a faster 40 time, but I forget what he ran. I think he ran a 4.3 or a 4.4. But we're going to go with Diabate. And that's going to wrap up our mock draft. And we got a B again. I honestly think I like this one better. And I know Seahawks fans will not because they didn't get Jalen Carter or Will Anderson in round 5. But maybe some will, because you understand that having Richardson as a backup gives you a lot of potential for your future. It's a lot riskier, but so I get it. I do. But then we got Nolan Smith, who is a leader, a fast, physical edge lineman. Adebawore can move around. We got a athletic cornerback that fits the Seahawks mold. Good slot player in Tyler Scott. Maybe I was a little too biased here being a UC student. But we got our center who could play center or guard. We can move him around if needed. Helped a little bit on the defensive interior. Maybe we go more on that in another one. Maybe I would probably pick Carter here and Redmond later. But we got a backup running back, and then we got a fast linebacker that could turn into something. And that's going to wrap it up. So I hope you guys liked my second edition of a Seattle Seahawks 7-round mock draft. And we won't know what happens until the 27th. So I'm excited for that. And if you enjoyed, let me know. And please subscribe. See you guys.